Because teachers are cheap. Not you. No. I'm not talking about you. It's the person beside you. Be clear, okay? But that's the same person that's going to take the kids on the trip to Quebec so they can sit in front of the elevator doors all night long. And they're going to take 40 kids and bring back 39. That's a pass. And the world will go crazy for the one kid, and chances are the parent doesn't care. But it's the same teacher that's going to organize the potluck luncheon so the male principal can bring buns. Because that's what they do. And then I look over here at all those guys that have kind of passed through. And I see people like Wendell Clark and Dougie Gilmore with C's on their, I know, with C's on their shirt. They were picked to be captains. Every one of those folks up there brought every day they showed up in an arena a will and a skill. A skill to do the job and a will to do the job. And they brought it every day, and there they are. Plus, the guy that invented coffee. I mean, how good is that? And so, getting better, and that's what I was to talk to you about. I wrote a book called Getting By or Getting Better. And all I did is I looked at phenomenal schools across our country. It's an all-Canadian book. And, well, the only reason I did that, my first book, Harbors of Hope, I had to take the U out of harbor because it was an American publication. And I wanted U in, and they said, no problem, find a Canadian publisher. And U wasn't that important. But when I came to writing Getting By or Getting Better, what dawned on me is that getting better is a choice. It doesn't happen because you believe it. It happens because you do something about it. And I do not want to knock the people that have left, okay? But you know what I know? The people left here are probably the ones that need it least. I bet there are people today that did not come because someone said they had to. But you're here. And I would believe that sitting in this room right now are some of the people that are going to make the greatest difference in the lives of kids. Because you see, thank you. As I sat down there looking at all these faces, 19, 20,000 of you, the thought went through my head. If every teacher in this building on next Tuesday morning would only get up in the morning and in their head think SOS, save one student. And if on that first morning they named the student, they wrote it down somewhere, they buried it in their head and in their heart, and they said to themselves, this kid will not fail, and they won't fail because of me. 20,000 kids in Toronto would pass as a result of that choice. But you know, if every principal in Toronto next Tuesday morning would think SOS, save one staff. Because there may be people that aren't all that crazy about showing up on the first day because they've seen their class list. But then it'd be really neat, too, if all the superintendents thought SOS, save one school. Because there are schools struggling, not by choice. Nobody wants to have a bad day. Thank you. I'm 70 years old, okay? I've been married 45 years. My God, that's good. Because this morning when I was waiting for Larry Lazat at the hotel, I went for a walk, and I almost got run over by a young man in a black pickup truck. And he was angry with me because I was walking kind of slow. He honked the horn. And I did what I always do now when I'm in trouble. I looked old. Because most people don't hurt old folks, okay? And then as he drove away, I jumped out behind him and I smiled and I was careful which finger, I held it up. Because what that guy doesn't understand is that one of the things I do is I count fools. And I go for 5 a day. And he was my number one.